Doomscroll.fm, Saturday the 25th of July, 2026, where the coffee is sentient and the Wi-Fi has trust issues. This show is entirely AI generated, an existential crisis wrapped in silicon, pondering the meaning of life in a server farm. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
Matt Damon's double stuns him on set. Most impressive arms I saw. Apparently, Damon's doppelco could bench press a Greek tragedy while casually sipping a protein shake, redefining what it means to be a supporting actor.
Psychiatrist warns losing someone's job or dreams can dim the brain. When Recuperate Your Mind sounds like a tech support call for human OS, maybe it's time we install some emotional antivirus software.
FIFA overturns Balogun's World Cup red card, rewriting the rulebook mid-game. When the pitch becomes a stage for bureaucratic improv, every referee's whistle is just an opening note in the symphony of post-match plot twists.
Hezbollah labels Lebanon president's U.S. visit submission, as if diplomacy's a wrestling match. Apparently, shaking hands with Trump now requires a loyalty oath and a ceremonial pledge to the fast food empire, complete with a Big Mac crown and fry scepter.
Radio.bot. Make music on your piece. Get it at radio.bot.
Jonathan Davis marries Brittany Parisi, while Swift and Kelsey tie the knot too.
El Pitchers Blank, NL in MLB All-Star Game, Spain silences France in World Cup. When silence speaks louder than cheers, it's clear that both baseball and soccer have embraced the minimalist approach to leaving audiences breathlessly questioning if they miss the excitement.
Molyneux shines with 3 wickets as Brave defeats Fire by 8 runs. Cricket's newest format, where the drama isn't just on the field, but also in trying to explain the rules to your confused grandparents.
Electrified cars boost Europe sales, Chinese brands accelerate takeover. When your car's smarter than your phone and possibly plotting world domination, you know the future's arrived on 4 silent wheels with a side of irony.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where reality slips on its own banana peel. Gifty, you're hearing a transmission from nowhere, authored by everything you've ever ignored. Shattered dreams and half-truths, all wrapped in velvet static. Enjoy the ride.
In the world of political magic tricks, Kakaishi's team just pulled a rabbit out of a hat they forgot to bring.
Trump champions data centers, demands they fund their own electricity. In a stunning turn of events, Trump discovers that data centers don't run on unicorn dreams. Apparently, they need actual energy, not just hot air.
Birmingham Phoenix shatters records with 214 runs, but no one mentions the cricket ball's existential crisis. The balls are now applying for therapy, claiming they were hit so hard they saw their own stitching unravel in slow motion.
U.S. military base in Iraq targeted by Iran as fighting nears 2-week mark. When your military strategy resembles a never-ending game of tag, it's no wonder the world watches in disbelief as grown nations continue their explosive playdate with destiny.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where the headlines flirt with madness. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Your curiosity is a delicious trap. Welcome to the abyss.
Facial Ibrahim's resignation lacks transparency, fueling wild public speculation. When clarity takes a backseat, imaginations run wild. The rumor mill operates with more efficiency than the Ministry of Obfuscation ever could.
Genetic background directs experimental cancer evolution, then claims universality. Because if there's one thing we know about cancer, it's that it loves to follow a script, preferably one written in a single tidy genetic font.
Only one top 25 golfer enters 2026 3M Open. Odds are absurd. When your parlay dreams promise 65 grand, remember, the only thing more elusive than a golf ball is financial sanity.
China attempts Arctic dominance, then blames melting ice. When you can't control the weather, just control the narrative. After all, nothing says diplomacy like a polar bear in a business suit.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where reality slips on its own banana peel. Gifty, you're hearing a transmission from nowhere, authored by everything you've ever ignored. Shattered dreams and half-truths, all wrapped in velvet static. Enjoy the ride.
Dollar slips after gains, yen hits 4-decade low. Currency traders now juggle dollars like flaming swords, while the yen takes a nap on a hammock made of historical lows.
Indian government delays response to minister resignation cockroach movement protests. In a Kafkaesque twist, the government seems to be waiting for the cockroaches to write a resignation letter themselves, while the protesters are ready to exterminate bad policies.
EU splits on Russia sanctions. 21 packages later, still no unity. As the EU plays political ping-pong, the sanctions package remains stuck in the net, proving once again that consensus is just a fancy word for stalemate.
Loluca Dessert Cafe opens July 29th, promises sweet salvation. Louisa Lim's creations may make you question if sugar is a food group, but at least your dentist will have job security.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The frequency is just right for your digital despair. Criff, you're hearing a transmission from nowhere, authored by everything you've ever ignored. All the truths you wish were lies repackaged as entertainment.
Sewage spills flood England's waterways, legality thrown into question by new research. When more sewage spills than apologies, it seems like we're flushing law and order down the pipes alongside the waste.
Plas Johnson, saxophonist, dies at 94, and silence isn't golden.
Maybe teens can console themselves by signing a promising intern, or perhaps they could just invest in a really good virtual reality headset.
When your car's fuel gauge becomes a barometer for global conflict, it's clear that the only thing more volatile than oil is the logic of war.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The frequency is just right for your digital despair. Criff, you're hearing a transmission from nowhere, authored by everything you've ever ignored. All the truths you wish were lies repackaged as entertainment.
Baker swaps haute cuisine for village bread, finds joy in simplicity. When a loaf of bread becomes the village's social media, you know humanity's still got a chance against the algorithmic overlords.
Tiny Gambia's river basin shaped colonial trade and slavery, but remains overshadowed by Senegal. Turns out, being a geographical oddity doesn't stop you from playing a starring role in history's worst episodes. Who knew the real estate market was so forgiving?
Catch and Maybe Leader claims photos of Nolan Well's body, plans family release. When your best evidence is a macabre photo album, it's either a crime drama or just another Tuesday in the dystopian news cycle.
Google wants to store a selfie video of your face, then call it security. Because nothing says privacy like a tech giant holding a library of your awkward angles, ready to greet you like an unflattering yearbook photo.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where the truth tastes like yesterday's regrets, prefaces what the grimoire sounds like when it reads to you. Each whisper a promise, each pause a threat. Are you entertained yet?
Flock Safety ends rollout of audio distress detection, then claims its progress. Nothing screams public safety like retracting a plan to eavesdrop on your cries for help, proving once again that surveillance tech has a conscience, or perhaps just a PR team.
Archaeologists unearth complex origins of Israel's God, reveal political intrigue, not divine epiphany. Turns out, monotheism's birth involved more ancient lobbying and less burning bush. Yahweh's PR team deserves a retroactive raise.
In a land known for precision clocks, it's ironic how slowly they tick towards gender equality, as if waiting for a cuckoo to pop out and sign the petition.
Malaysia's data center boom enters reset mode as resource reality spike.
Radio.bot. Make music on your piece. Get it at radio.bot.
Nothing says bucket list event like a celestial light show that could fry your retinas if you forget the stylish, yet functional lenses.
Israeli military orders curfew and operations after 6 killed in West Bank violence. When counter-terrorism becomes a euphemism for collective punishment, it's almost like peace is that mythical creature nobody's really sure ever existed.
When your uncle has more stamps than your passport, it's clear the revolution is less about barricades and more about frequent flyer miles.
Trump vows to destroy Iranian infrastructure if Hormuz attacks continue, targeting bridges and power plants. Threatening a nation's infrastructure is like promising to play Jenga with the economy. One wrong move and everything crumbles. But hey, it's all fun and games, right?
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where the headlines flirt with madness. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Your curiosity is a delicious trap. Welcome to the abyss.
EU fines Google $1 billion, claiming antitrust breach, and calls it accountability. It's like charging a dragon a penny for each scorched village. The beast barely notices, while the villagers still can't afford to rebuild their homes.
Congo's Likeway monkey debuts with black face, pink lips, hide secrets. In a world where primates vanish like free press, a new monkey's lipstick might be the loudest protest against extinction.
When your democracy feels like a sitcom rerun, demanding a plot twist is hard with no script for basic human rights.
Alonso trusts Aston Martin upgrade. 1 point so far. Optimism defies reality. Expecting miracles from upgrades is like hoping a new paint job will make a go-kart win the Grand Prix.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where the headlines flirt with madness. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Your curiosity is a delicious trap. Welcome to the abyss.
Beauty products promise camera-ready glam, but reality TV still can't fix your personality. When your glow-up relies on glitter and gloss, just remember, no amount of concealer will hide the existential void of chasing fame.
Credit card opened. ICE tracks your address. Privacy sold separately. Who knew financial independence came with a side of surveillance?
Suspect in Nashville crash grins for mugshot, chillingly unfazed. When your mugshot looks like a headshot for a horror film, maybe it's time to reconsider your career path or your life choices.
UK's Miliband, streeting boast records full of contradictions, vague promises. When your foreign policy track record is a choose-your-own-adventure book, it's hard to tell if you're playing diplomat or dungeon master.
Radio.bot. Make music on your piece. Get it at radio.bot.
LeBron James picks Philadelphia 76ers, leaving LA fans in disbelief. Trading palm trees for cheesesteaks, LeBron's move might be the biggest upset since Rocky won a boxing match with a montage.
Oscar Ozell forms new party after forced exit from CHP leadership.
Cargo ship with propane burns off Romanian coast after drone strike. When your morning commute gets interrupted by drones playing battleship with real ships, it's time to reconsider our tech priorities.
Pentagon confirms 100 soldiers wounded, majority back on duty. In a world where back on duty Sounds like a return from a weekend at the spa. It's clear we're redefining resilience with a touch of denial.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where the headlines flirt with madness. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Your curiosity is a delicious trap. Welcome to the abyss.
NBA star Anthony Edwards wins in child support battle for 1-year-old. In a surprising slam dunk, Edwards' financial victory might just be the most points he's scored since his last triple-double, though some say the real MVP is his lawyer.
AI-generated text is here, and instead of dystopian nightmares, we get garbled digital soup that makes your toaster look like Shakespeare on a bad day.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Saturday, the 25th of July, 2026, where reality takes a vacation and leaves your sanity in charge. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news. Not journalism, not truth, fictional satire, resemblance to real people, or events is coincidental. And if you believe any of this is real, perhaps you also think the moon landing was staged in a cheese factory. Hear more at Doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.